Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel, James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's also below. Other than that, let's get into your selection. Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Sagittarius? Not realizing how much you can do, really. Double cards. We're doing the double card thing again, I guess. Okay. Which is fine, which probably just means there's a lot of layers to this. Which is fine. Which is fine. The happiness card shows up a lot today, which is good. We like that. Alright, so I keep getting like something about not realizing how capable you are. I wonder why. Okay. There are boundaries here. The Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped. And there's things in the past that I feel like I can't get away from. But the Sun card here is telling me, but you are. And it's almost like there's certain things I'm not allowed. There's certain restrictions. I don't know. I don't really like that example, but I guess I'll go with it. I remember a friend of mine saying that they worked with this other person, and the other person was a couple steps higher on the corporate ladder than them, and they had this certain car, and then the person, my friend was saying that they were like, oh, I'd like one of those cars, and that person scoffed at them and said you could never afford that type of car. So it's almost like the reason I'm saying that is like somebody else might have gave you the impression, or you might even have bought into that there's certain things that you can't have because of this or that or the other thing. That's just an example. It doesn't have to mean that that's true, but it may have kind of pushed on you like, oh, I'm not allowed this because of that. I'm not allowed to hear because of there, or whatever. I've seen another one. This one, I guess it's not that bad. I'm not like I'm naming people. There were people that like they were in different stations in a company, and according to company rules, they were not allowed to date. Company rules, but they did. And the way they got around it is that when after like a year and a half, and they kept it very private, they switched something corporately so that they weren't in conflict with each other, and then things went forward the way they went forward. I don't know why we're talking about that, because I remember that was a little risque, because then afterwards people were questioning like, oh, like, you know, there's a reason certain corporations have those rules. So anyway, I keep getting that there's certain boundaries that it feels like I can't do this because of that. But I keep getting that you are thriving, and you do have the abilities to do things that maybe other people have said that you can't for whatever reason. I do see like I'm currently working around these rules without realizing it. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Your natural energy, you're moving around something. I don't feel like I'm consciously doing it. I just feel like your energy knows what it wants to do, and you just keep doing what you're doing. You're moving around a problem. You're balancing something out. It feels like I'm not breaking the rules, but like I'm heading for it. I also don't feel bad about it. Some rules were meant to be broken. Sometimes other people have rules, and just because they think those rules need to stay in effect, it doesn't mean you have to buy into that. Like, for example, I grew up no chocolate cake for breakfast. I break that rule now. Also, I've decided that's not a rule. I've decided that's not even a rule. You can eat a donut for breakfast, but you can't have a piece of cake. I'm eating a piece of cake. Anyway, is it good to have a sugary breakfast? I wouldn't say that was a good idea. But I'm just saying. It's like stepping out and going, hey, this is somebody else's rule. This is not my rule. Like I that's the best I can get for those type of rules. Like certain people have like certain times of the day you eat this stuff and that stuff. I don't do that personally, but you are moving around the rules. You're naturally already moving around the rules. The rules you think you can't break, I feel like you're already heading towards breaking them. I'm not upset about it personally. They're trying to give you a heads up. This isn't that bad. But they're saying you're kind of already in line. It's like you're already kind of like lining yourself up with this moment. There's something you want. Somebody else, or there's some type of like standard here where it's like, I can't do that. Meanwhile, you're heading right for it. And they're saying, believe it or not, you're already kind of making up your mind you're going to do something without consciously choosing it. I feel like they're trying to give you a heads up about that. I also get that it's not like it's bad, but they're saying if you're aware of what's going on and what you're choosing, it's a lot better for you. Your energy is going in a direction that you want to go into, even though you've been told you can't. I just feel like you're naturally going there. I don't feel bad about it. This is something that you very much want. You're heading towards it very quickly. You're creating something here. You know what you want, but I keep getting like, well, I can't go that far. It's almost like, oh, the boundary's over here. I can go 2 miles. I can't go 20 miles. Meanwhile, 5 miles later, oh, I went a little bit past. Well, nobody's paying attention. I got other things I want to do here. Let me go just a little bit farther. I'm just saying, you're going to end up going 20 miles before you know it. Your natural energy is like going to do what you need to do. I keep getting also, the universe seems to be behind you. Take it whatever way you want. Spirit guide, universe, whatever you want to call it. Is that the 6 of Pentacles? 6 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. You're on track, and it's just kind of like when your energy is in alignment and you're doing what you need to do, it's almost effortless. And I feel like they're saying you can look back where these things have happened before, where you've wanted something, told yourself you can't have it, and then the next thing you know, you have it. And you're like, I don't know how I did that, but apparently I did, and here I am. I feel like they're saying you can see parts of your past where you've done this before. Sag is a very interesting energy. You guys just keep moving, you get things done, things get done. I feel like y'all don't overthink it, and that's kind of the benefit, because you don't overanalyze, overplan, over this, over that. You're just like, that needs to be done? Okay. This needs to be done? Okay. Oh, that needs to be done? Okay. And you just keep moving. And when you have a desire that you want and you keep moving forward, it's almost like these little choices are actually getting you closer to where you actually want to be, and you're subconsciously getting yourself closer to where you actually want to be. There's going to be this moment where you're going to realize that, like, uh-oh, I'm going to break a rule, or uh-oh, I broke a rule. One of the two. Either you're going to, you're about to, or you already have. And it could be a moment where it's like, uh-oh. You have a choice here. Take it with a grain of salt. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. You're the executive of your life. I'm not. So take it. You got to do what you feel is right. The possibility here is to not get stuck, but to go, take it with a grain of salt. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. But to just kind of go, well, I did it. So, and just keep going. Realize everything's going to be fine. This is who you are. This is Sagittarius's energy. I guess those rules weren't as... I broke it now, so I guess I'll wait for somebody to figure it out. I'm not going to tell people I broke the rules. There's no reason to tell them that. I guess they'll figure it out anyway. And just keep going, and just keep doing what you want to do. And just kind of like, well, I'm here now, so I'm going to keep going. I would say that the energy is saying we don't need to inform people of that. They'll figure it out when they figure it out. Just do what you need to do, whatever that means for you. You may be surprised at the allyship you get from that. This energy is very compatible with you. Somebody might notice but be like, can't say I'm any better, and then just kind of like look the other way. That could happen. I'm not here to say that's good or bad. I'm just saying that could happen. I don't know if it's good or bad. How is that going to serve Sag in the future? Just out of curiosity. I feel like you might have an ally. Again, it came across as allyship. The situation might flourish in your benefit because of that. Somebody else is looking at this like, yeah, I've had my moment too. Oh well. Let's keep going, Sag. Don't worry about it. Oh well. And they might just kind of like, I don't want to worry about it. Let's not worry about it. And they'll just let it pass. Don't hold yourself down over it. Sometimes people have to break rules so other people realize that those rules are not right. Sometimes that happens. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. You're the executive of your life. I am not. You decide what's right. But I feel like they're saying, this is one of those times where the forgiveness card comes in. Like, forgive yourself if you're upset with yourself or you're like, you feel bad about it. Forgive yourself and just keep going. Don't hold yourself down for being who you are. You give the world a lot of benefits. And sometimes people break rules because rules shouldn't be there. Or sometimes people break rules so they can highlight where the loopholes are so people can close those loopholes. Either way, I wouldn't feel bad about it. Up to you. You got to do what you think is right. Once you move past that, if you allow yourself to move past that, this could be a great thing. Lover's card comes in with the Passion card. You can be extremely happy in this situation if you're able to let it go and not hold yourself back over it. Some of you may beat yourself up. They're saying you don't need to. You don't need to. Enjoy it for what it is. Keep going and just realize if it was broken, it was probably meant to be broken. Take it with a grain of salt, of course. If it was broken, though, I keep getting it was probably meant to be broken. Let yourself enjoy it. Let yourself enjoy it. Realize that you're not only empowering yourself, you are empowering others with this. Let yourself be happy. You are empowering yourself and you are empowering others. Just make sure you don't hold it against yourself. That's the big part of it. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.